You know, it's so funny. We just had we were looking at some of the chat before the show started. Obviously, there's some people on waiting. And somebody said, "What's your favorite meal?" And I was like, "To cook or to eat?" Then I was like, "White Castle." I love White. I can only have them every now and then, but we don't have one around here. And then Jessie said, "What's her favorite meal?" And I was like, "She eats everything. She doesn't have a favorite."
I don't really discriminate among meals.
No discrimination. And listen, you guys, welcome. I know it's 2 o'clock. Thanks for joining early. You know, we had to make a little schedule change this week, but it's kind of fun to do it at 2 o'clock. So today we're doing a recipe out of my book called Love in Your Air Fryer, which is available literally everywhere books are sold. So even on my website, erictheiss.com, I'll autograph it special if you like. There's a little certain spot to do that on the website. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make enchiladas, huevos, verdes. Now, what is that? Well, you're just going to have to stay tuned to watch out. But what we're doing is a brunch, and we're doing it in the PowerXL air fryer dual basket. I'm not opening that yet because that will reveal
the big reveal
what's in there,
later.
and I don't like to do that. But I just want to show you something. Jess, come in here. Because what I tell everybody, in my cookbook, I always give a bunch of tips. This one happens to say, best enjoyed with a Bloody Mary. So, this is a brunchy meal. We have Mother's Day coming up. Maybe your mother likes a Bloody Mary. Maybe you do. You can also make a Virgin Mary. That's up to you. If you're 21 or older, you can do whatever you want. So we're going to make the recipe that I give you in the book for the Bloody Mary. I'll show you the kind of Bloody Mary I like to make. And then we're going to get right into the enchiladas, huevos, verdes. It's a very simple recipe. And I'm just going to give you a variation today as well, just to show you, you can change it if you like it. So let's get right into the Bloody Mary. Because it's brunch, you want to make sure that your mother or your guests have all the drinks that they would like to start the show. Jess, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say I'm excited about the Bloody Mary.
Ah!
And I really hope you're not kidding, because on Sunday, May, whatever it is, I want one.
Oh, well, I'm like a frustrated, when I'm not air frying or cooking or grilling or whatever I'm doing, I'm kind of a frustrated bartender. So
yeah.
I like to start my Bloody Mary with Clamato juice. I like Clamato. I love the flavor of it. I think it's great in a Bloody Mary. On top of that, you can just use V8. It's up to you. Tomato juice, all up to you. If you're doing a Bloody Mary, you can put a shot of vodka in. If you're not, then you want to do a Virgin Mary, just skip that step. Then what I want to do is horseradish. Now, the recipe calls for a teaspoon of horseradish. I like my Bloody Mary with double horseradish. Then we're going to move on to the Worcestershire sauce. Just a couple of splashes of that. Just a teaspoon of lemon juice. A couple of dashes of your favorite red pepper sauce. Tabasco, whatever you like. Then this is the steps you don't want to skip. You want to do a little black pepper. Just like that. And you want to do celery salt, or celery seeds if you want to skip a little bit of that extra salt. That is a flavor you do not want to skip. Now, the reason I'm shaking this, because I'm pouring it over ice, because I want to get that horseradish to really break up and get all over the tomato juice. So we're just going to pour this in right here. Let me take this top off. Look at that. Look at the horseradish. Ooh,
oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's
now,
how I like it.
Stay with me, you guys, because I just want to do a little cleaning of the deck. And then we're going to garnish. Now, the most important thing about a Bloody Mary is the garnish.
Oh my goodness.
And if you like Bloody Marys like I do, I have these little Bloody Mary sticks that have all sorts of ways to turn this Bloody Mary into...
You need a taller glass for that thing.
into an appetizer. Because that's how I think of Bloody Marys. I think of Bloody Marys as more of an appetizer.
Yeah.
Sort of like getting brunch ready.
If this was my only Mother's Day meal, I would be happy.
Well, listen, I mean, we've gone as far as putting sliders on these. Like, you can go as crazy as you want, or you could just put a little toothpick in there with an olive and a pickle slice and a piece of celery. Yeah. That's fine too, but I'll tell you what, you guys. Cheers on this. We're going to save this for later, because now what we're going to do is we're going to get into cooking the enchiladas. Jess, what were you going to say?
Rita says Rita Franz says she's puts turmeric in her Bloody Mary.
Oh, I love turmeric.
Oh my
Turmeric's one of my
gosh.
favorite spices. Turmeric, cumin, and coriander. I use them almost too much. So that's a great tip.
And Maddie said a yummy Mary.
What
She called it a yummy Mary.
Oh, I thought maybe she had a tip to make
No,
it
that's
extra
really
yummy.
cute.
And Maddie, I like that very much. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah.
So I hope you didn't trademark it. All right, so let's cook. All right, so what we're gonna do first to make the enchiladas is it's a breakfast enchilada, right? So we're doing this for brunch. We're starting with eggs. Into the eggs, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take salsa verde, right? Hence the verde in the enchiladas. Okay, and we're gonna do about a half a cup in that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix them together. Now I'm blending them, but you don't have to. I just think it's like, this is just an easier way to do it for me. So you guys don't have to hear me clanking around. We're just gonna turn this on for 1 second. That's it. Now I'm gonna put this over here. We're gonna put that aside. You're gonna see what I do with it next. So now let's get into rolling the enchiladas. Now I already started it, and it's very simple to do. So what's in this recipe? Now it's sauteed onions, it's sauteed peppers, it's sauteed garlic, it's sauteed broccoli and spinach. Now I just used, you guys, don't be afraid to use this stuff. Frozen spinach is great for this recipe. Frozen broccoli, no problem at all. Because you're sauteing it, you want to get as much water out of it as possible. So if you don't have to use fresh, don't feel guilty about it. This stuff is great for this recipe. We want to just saute it in a pan until we get as much of the liquid out as possible. Now look how beautiful that filling is. That's broccoli and onions and spinach and all sorts of great flavors. It's nice and fresh, and that's what we want. This is a brunch. So we can make it as heavy or as light as we like. Now, this is the light version right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put all that sauteed, beautiful vegetable right down the middle. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add cheese, just like that. And then we're gonna give it a roll. And what I do is I just roll one side, I flip it up, roll one side, and then I kind of mush these two with my fingers together and give it an extra spin, just like this.
You mush it.
I mush it.
Moosh.
Moosh. And then I smash this right into the pan, just like that. Now, I'm gonna do another one because I just wanna show you guys, if you're not necessarily just wanna eat vegetables, no problem. What I did here is I sauteed up some crumbled sausage.
Ooh.
This is crumbled hot Italian sausage. You could use chorizo.
Meat lovers, beware. Here we go.
So this is going to be the next one. So you can make these however you like. You know, if you wanted to, you could add a little crumbled bacon. Make it as good or as light as you want. So I'm just going to show you this one. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you why I made the eggs.
Oh.
So again, we're going to flip it up. I do this side, give it a turn, flip it up, give it a turn, and you want to kind of smash it into a pan that's going to fit into your air fryer, just like that. Then we have our egg mixture, and this is how we're going to make it brunch, right? We're literally going to pour the egg mixture all over these enchiladas, and these are going to cook and just come out so pretty and beautiful. All right,
I love that.
Here is the rub. We want to cover this with tin foil. We want to cook it for 15 minutes covered. Then what we want to do is we want to take it out, add the rest of the cheese, and put it in uncovered for another 5 minutes. So what that's going to do is it's going to bake the eggs. It's going to be just so delicious. It's just the eggs are going to fall into the enchiladas. It's okay if there's overflow, you want that. And then you're gonna melt the cheese and then you're gonna crisp up the enchiladas on the outside. And that's the beauty of this recipe. So this is what it's gonna look like going in, covered. And now let me show you what happens on the second step coming out. Okay?
We're here.
You're here?
We're here.
You're with me?
We're with you.
All right. So this
are with you.
is the beautiful reveal right there.
From the PowerXL dual air fryer.
Now, what's great about the dual is that you can put the two baskets together.
Ooh.
You can make two separate baskets to cook two separate things, or you can make one gigantic basket by using this connector and putting it all together.
Honestly,
that's what I did to get this pan in here.
That is so useful.
But isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
So,
I mean, yeah, it's gorgeous.
yeah, this is a beautiful brunch. And you can see, look at the egg left over. Look at this,
Yeah.
Jess. You see how I can lift it up?
Oh, yeah.
So use a nonstick pan if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it if you don't have one.
Anything that fits is fine.
Anything that is oven proof, right? Oven safe.
Of course.
And anything that fits is absolutely perfect.
A lot of people ask, can they use their ceramic dishes, their Temptations dishes?
100%, yes.
Yes.
Again.
Pyrex,
if it's,
glass, yeah. If it's oven safe.
Yeah, if you can put it in your oven and bake in it, you can put it in the air fryer.
Perfect.
You just have to make sure it fits. Now, look at the extra egg left over.
Ooh.
I love that. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I forgot to put the cheese inside.
You forgot to put the cheese inside.
I forgot to put the cheese inside, so I did put a little extra cheese.
That was overly honest of you.
I know, because I'm going to cut it open, and I didn't want anybody to say,
where's the cheese?
Where the hell's the cheese? So I'm not going to lie. I forgot.
God, you're awfully honest, Abe.
So look at this. It's still beautiful inside. Look at that.
Ooh, you know what? A lot of people don't want cheese anyway.
Nobody doesn't want cheese.
Yeah, huh? Some people don't want cheese.
You guys, if you're on the chat right now, if anybody doesn't want cheese, tell me.
You know who doesn't want cheese? Rennie. Our friend Rennie.
He doesn't count. Anybody who doesn't eat cheese. No, I'm just kidding. I know there's a lot of lactose intolerant people. I don't want to say that, but this is a real beautiful, easy to make brunch. It didn't take a lot. All I did was saute some vegetables, and then I rolled them, poured egg over it, and then you get these amazing enchiladas with tons of egg and cheese, lots of flavor. And then what we're going to do is just serve it like that.
Oh, yeah.
With a Bloody Mary. I mean, you guys, it doesn't get much better than this. So if you're making brunch, consider this recipe. It's very simple. The recipe, of course, is always posted, either above or below. So if you could like and share, like Jesse always reminds me to say, and I never do it. I just said it. I'm so proud of myself.
So your mother just tuned in.
My mom.
She said she will have one of those. She said it very nicely.
Hey, Mom. Unfortunately, this won't last until Sunday, so I'll make you one.
I'll fight you for it.
Oh, were you talking about the enchiladas?
I'll fight you for it, Arlene. We'll both be there. We have Suanne Lapada.
Hey, Suanne.
She never made a Bloody Mary before, and it looks delicious, she said.
Well, get one of these Bloody Mary sticks. It'll change your life. Look at this.
Yeah, they're available everywhere. Amazon and all that. We have Katie B saying, OMG.
Katie B, I brought the bloody for you.
She did. And we have Regina Barth from Northern Illinois, but definitely not Chicago. That's funny.
See, I guess if you're from Illinois, then you get that.
Oh my gosh.
Not being from Illinois, I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere.
Terry Prophysic said, I love those pans. She purchased them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And Maddie Strongmom was in when you said hot sausage. She loves that part.
Yeah, that's a variation. It's not in the recipe, but feel free to add sausage or bacon if you don't want to keep it so light.
Rita France is here today from this is hard to say. Hopatcong, New Jersey?
Oh, yeah. That's not far from where I grew up.
Okay. Is that how you say it, though?
Hopticon.
Ah, okay. We have a lot.
Right? Hoptcong,
something
right?
like that, yep. Yeah. Okay. And then we have someone asked, what temperature do we cook this on?
350. You want to do 350 for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And like I said, here, let me just...
And the recipe's posted, don't worry.
Yeah, but you guys, a customer service, I always say this is cooled now. I made this a while ago. But if you use a nonstick dish, look how the egg just moves around in the pan. See that?
That's amazing.
And I love the extra egg. So I did make it a little extra eggy, and you want that because it's a brunch.
That's what makes it feel like homemade and too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not perfect looking, which I love. Let's see.
What do you mean it's not perfect? Wait a minute.
Perfect in its own,
that mean?
homemade way. You know what I mean? Like it's not out of a freezer box, like from the store.
All right, Jess, you're gonna have
homemade enchilada.
I don't know about that
That's
one.
what I mean. Katie B wants the cheese.
Yeah, yeah. All right. See, Jess?
I know.
All right.
Donna McKinney's here, and she said, my favorite ever Bloody Mary had 6 bar shrimp steamed in Old Bay, hanging on the rim of a tall glass, rimmed in lemon juice and dipped in Old Bay. Oh, mercy me.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, I'm a Bloody Mary lover, so is Jesse. We went to Wisconsin to hang out with some friends a while ago, and they changed our perception of what a Bloody Mary is.
Yes.
Wisconsin does Bloody Mary like nobody else. No offense to all the other 49 states, but man, oh man, that changed my world, and hence my Bloody Mary game.
Yes, because they put like full-on cheeseburgers and stuff.
Yeah, there was a cheeseburger hanging off of mine.
It was ridiculous. Sandy Donez is here. She said, that looks delicious. She's going to try these enchiladas.
Hey, Sandy. Thanks for tuning in early, by the way, 2 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. Usually it's Thursdays at 4, but today we went crazy. We did 2 o'clock. It was nuts.
Cindy McCune said she always looks forward to our lives.
Aw, thanks, Cindy.
Well, she said your lives, but I like to think it's our live.
Well, it is.
LOL. Let's see. We have Lisa Schmidt from Nashville and the air frying recipes, tips, and talk group.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining in. And by the way, like I said, I'm going to give you the date of when I'm going to be on Today Nashville. And that's going to be promoting my new cookbook, Loving Your Air Fryer. So hopefully if you're in Nashville or that area, hopefully you can tune in and
do we have a date on that yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but I think it's coming up in May.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Laura McHugh said, I wish you understood how much she loves her PowerXL.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
Laura.
That's sweet.
If there's anybody that understands that love, it would be me.
Yeah, I agree. We have Nancy Baker here from watching
Nancy
from
Baker,
Mobile.
good to see you again from Mobile, Alabama.
Jean Sagaracy said she misses you on the queue.
Oh, listen, we'll be back soon. We just kind of sold out of everything, so that's not a bad thing.
Soon.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it comes back around. Cindy McCune said, hey there, Eric and Jess. Right now I'm making homemade beef jerky in my PowerXL machine.
You're using the dehydrator.
She loves it.
So that's great. The air fryers from PowerXL, we literally have one for every taste, every size family, and whatever you like to do. So you can make beef jerky, you can do dehydration. They have so many different things you can do. Or you can make an enchiladas huevos Verdes.
That Bloody Mary's coming right at me. I have to get around it.
With a Bloody Mary, that's for my mom, not you.
Gosh, it's coming at me.
So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. I hope you'll try it. I hope you'll, I
share
think
it.
Use the word ping or share.
Like
no, that's old.
And share.
That's back from my Nextel
never
days.
say that word.
I'm never going to say ping again.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'll see you guys next week, Thursday, 4 o'clock, YouTube, Facebook, wherever else we are. See you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.